This video is directed to my viewers who are 35 and younger. If you're in your early 30s, I want you to make a list of the best 10 days you had in your teens and 20s. I'll let you pause the video while you make this list. I'm going to make a guess. At least 5 of those memories did not involve a girl. True or false? And this goes back to a big regret that I have. See, at the beginning of COVID, back in March, I thought my life was over. I had to break up with my girlfriend. She's 22 years old, and she lives with a few elderly family members. And both of us understood that that's just too much risk. And I didn't want to carry any guilt in the rest of my life that I caused any harm to any of them. So we broke up. We went our own ways. But then, a week, 2 weeks later, I discovered how much I love my single life, and I think she did too. I was writing hopefully the number one backend and AI in the world. She just graduated last year. She has a minor in art, and she's making a lot of artwork during this time. So we went our happy ways. And then I started to think about, especially after we started to, opportunities started to reopen, or we started to be able to go to the restaurant at 25% capacity. We started to have a little bit more freedom to travel. I really enjoyed my single life. And I started to think about, oh my God, I wasted all this time and money in the past dating. When I totaled it all up, in my teens and 20s, if you add together the opportunity costs as well, if I never dated a girl since I was born, I could have had an extra 6 figures in my bank account easily. And I really regretted it because now that the restaurants and bars are reopening, I want to go out and network with people who are going to help me put together something with the backgammon game, and to be able to see other opportunities around. I did go out to the restaurant some during the quarantine, but not nearly as much as I should have. Now that there's more opportunity to network with the right people. Eventually the borders are going to be opened again, and even during the quarantine, I could have had a better place to quarantine, right? Right now I'm in Missoula because the cost of living here is much better than Seattle. Not that I dislike it or anything, but I could have had more choice in where I wanted to quarantine. I feel like I threw away a big chunk. I didn't throw away the entire opportunity though, but I threw away a big chunk of the COVID opportunity because of what I did as a teenager and as a guy in my 20s. Okay, so if you're 30 and older, I want you to think about the top 10 days of your life, and I'm pretty sure I was right that more than 5 of them involve you alone. If you're under 30, I want you to take this as a lesson because hopefully we'll never have another COVID-19, but I'm sure other opportunities where you get to really live your life with your own freedom, not being chained down in a relationship, will probably come back in the coming decades.